Recording in progress.
Yeah, I'm back again. A warm welcome to all of you to this BAF Parihara Orientation Session. We will attempt to try and address some of your questions during the course of the session, and we will also try and explain to you, how you can help yourself, how you can benefit from what we you know advocate to you, all of you. So we'll get started with this. So we intend to do this session. We've done one last month also. This is the second in the series. We intend to do it on the fourth Thursday of every month at 7 p.m. And there's the QR code. After the session, the next month event will also open up for registration. So we intend to do it every month. So what today? So we communicated BAF network wide as to about this. Our BAF member apartments, and we issued an advisory saying, whoever is interested may join members. And this is also the agenda for today as to how we can address issues and challenges that you face at your community, how to resolve issues that you face with various agencies that you have to deal with, and if there is any compliances required, how they can be addressed. And some of the questions have come on that count. And what is the method you can use to seek BAF guidance. And since it's a hard subject, we said we will, speak about e-Khata, e-Aasthi of BBMP also. My name is Arun Kumar. I am a Governing Council member, BAF Governing Council member. And I'll be your host today. And we'll have the question and answers raised by you addressed each one of them. And at the end of it, if more time is available, if there are any other questions, we will try and address them as well. Okay, so Solution Squad within BAF is, one of the verticals. There are three verticals. That's how we've organized. One is the growth gurus, there is program pioneers, and then there is the Solution Squad. We focus primarily on these areas: energy, water, safety, security, municipal affairs, legal and policy. And questions and a discussion today will be centered around these subjects. I'm audible, right?
Yeah, sure, Arun.
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so what kind of solutions are we talking about? Our, within our community across the city, there are various. I mean, if I categorize them, one short-term issues and one are long-term, medium and long-term issues. There's an issue. There is a power issue or solution for it. If there are gaps or shortage of short-term issues, and then and trying to get solutions for them. And then the long term is, basically to try and improve the policy so that we can have long-term positive solutions, which includes change of law, change of policy, etc. So we focus on both areas, and we want to try and do as much long-term as possible and try and give the tools necessary to address short-term issues in your hands. So one of the first thing is, it's not that BAF is solving all your problems. You yourself are solving problems. Your own community is helping you solve problems. Fellow managing committee members or together, prior MC members with experience. Many times residents come up with solutions. They give you connects. They establish. They use their network to get solutions for you. Of course, your estate management team is also there. They work, collaborate with other estate managers or the company and find solutions. So a lot is available in your hands. Then there is government and civic agencies. They have their own call centers, whether it's BESCOM or BWSP. If you have an outage, you can call them, reach out to them. Of course, the local linesmen are available. The supervisors are there. The division, subdivision, zonal offices are there. You can reach out. The head offices are also there. And reaching to the topmost of bureaucracy, each of us can access. Sometimes it is challenging to access, but they're supposed to be accessible. Then, apart from the bureaucracy or the officials, the politicians are also there. In BBMP, the corporators are missing right now because the elections haven't been held. But the ward committees, there's some information we got today. The MLAs, the MPs, the minister, the chief minister, deputy chief minister. At BAF, we've accessed all of these, whichever I've mentioned to you so far. We've accessed all of them for various kinds of solutions. So within BAF now, what do? We have self-help tools. We have our app. We have our YouTube channel. A lot of resources on our website and the BAF Connect app. And of course, most of you are part of the cluster WhatsApp group. And we constantly send information, communication, advisories, competitions, contests, or even sometimes issues about issues also. So these are all tools where you can use information and manage things. Then we have focus groups also. We have a waste management focus group, Hasiru Green Environment Sustainable focus group, rooftop solar group, EV electric vehicles focus group. And also we have the BAF vendor database accessible to all the representatives, which is all of you. Apart from that, you have the leadership itself. Not just you have access to your own fellow managing committee members, but because you're in the cluster group, you have access to the committee members in your neighborhood, in your cluster groups. Of course, you have the cluster council members, cluster secretary, cluster president also, as well as a zonal leader. But apart from that, governing council members, including the solutions board. I'm part of the solutions board. So you have this entire option to reach out to and get answers to issues that you're facing. So just please be aware of that. And you're not alone. And one second. Ward committees I mentioned in the previous slide also. Today, we've got a communication that nodal officers have been appointed across all wards of BBMP. So we will see if we can issue a communication on that also. So hopefully the ward committees which were dormant, sleeping, can revive itself. Please do represent yourself, your community in these ward committee meetings. we will share some information hopefully in the next couple of days, few days. So today's session, now I'm diving into the Q&As that some of you have raised, and along the way we'll address a wide variety of issues because we've received a lot of questions, and along as we address them, you'll get to know not just about your issues, but some of the issues others are facing, so that in case you face such an issue, you know how to solve those also. So we'll go, in this series, municipal affairs, legal and policy, compliances. I think the order may be changed also, but these are the areas: municipal affairs, which is primarily BBMP, legal and policy, compliances, energy, water, general, safety and security. So I'm getting into the first segment, which is municipal affairs. Is Kritin there? I know, Mr. Jagdish, you're there.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm able to.
Kritin, are you there? Okay, let me just check who all are there. Shekhar, welcome. Lalita, welcome. Partha, welcome. Rajat, welcome. Anil, welcome. Stanley, welcome. Thank you for joining in today. Ranganath is also not there. Okay, Kritin, Jagdish, Ranganath, as well as more on the Khata related. Gauri Shankar has asked, Sangamesh has asked. Timaya, you're there, right?
Yes, sir, I'm there. I'm very much there, yes.
And yeah, Pradeep is also there. So you all ask questions, someone's just written e-Khata, Mr. Jagdish has written e-Khata, started within a day, discontinued. For getting e-Khata, one of the document required is BWSSB bill. In case apartment water bill is paid for the whole unit, what is the solution? e-Khata, I plan to resolve e-Khata issue for those who don't have physical Khata. Does e-Khata take care of B-Khata properties and Akrama Sakrama issues as well? e-Khata and e-Aasthi understanding. At this time, I want to welcome Satish Malya, who's the leader of the solution squad at BAF. Welcome, Satish. Satish is traveling, but still has found time to make it for this meeting.
Yeah, good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Satish.
Good evening, Satish. Right. Jagdish here. I think we have met.
Okay. So in one of the previous slides, I spoke about advisory. So BAF, looks at various issues and, sometimes feels this is a wide issue. So we need to, though it is not faced by everyone, but quite a few people have faced issues. So let's focus and try and get a communication across the network. So this e-Khata has been one such subject. So we issued an advisory on 18th November. Hope you got to see it, but we'll briefly touch upon it also. This e-Khata, lot of communication has been coming from BBMP. It's a major project that they've gone into. I don't know how much their planning and thought process was given before the start of the project, but lot of people have a lot of questions, and every day we're getting new pieces of communication addressing one issue or the other. So we have issued an advisory, and this incidentally happens to be a running advisory where we said using this link, you can see this link here, you can get, what is the current status, because it is so confusing over the past 2-3 months. So many messages have come from BBMP every day, something or the other. So let me just take a moment and open this advisory. Okay, so date last updated was, is it visible? Maybe small.
Yeah, it's visible.
Visible. So this is the advisory where we have one. What are the various aspects? One is, they're organizing now zonal level training sessions across Bangalore. There are 8 BBMP zones, and they're doing a training session at a prominent large hall. And I think 2-3 sessions have happened. Please go and access these training sessions. You will be able to interact firsthand with the BBMP officials. This advisory has a list of dates. What is the project objective? What are they doing? That is also contained. Applying as a resident, as an individual. How do you go about applying for e-Khata? There is a training video which is also contained here. This is available in both Kannada and English. And these are the dates when these were issued. So if you look at it, all of these multiple pieces of information which come on various points in time are aggregated here. Many times they remove the old, they say, this is the revised version. So what we do is we remove the older version and bring the newer version here so that you don't have to go through the old version and then only to realize that's no longer applicable. So we give that here. So what is the BBMP guidance before you apply? There is a document, which is the website to apply. If you're not familiar with online methods, where are the Bangalore One centers where you can go and apply? It's available here. What are the fees? What are the documents required for applying for an e-Khata is also available here. And if you have a query, who can you reach out? The help desk contact details are all available here in this very. Let me just click on this annexure 2. This tells you which are the zones and what are the phone numbers, so that you can easily you can reach out to them. These are all BBMP provided information, but bits and pieces thrown here and there have been aggregated by BAF and made available to the members for your convenience. So what is the fees, what are the documents, etc. At this point in time, Valli ma'am, you're there, right?
Yes.
Okay, I want to call out Valli ma'am, who is also part of the governing council, and she has been able to influence BBMP not to expect encumbrance certificate, because that's all available within their system. Please don't ask residents to apply, download, submit, 20 years encumbrance certificate, etc. It's extremely challenging. You will have access to it. Please, fetch it internally yourself. And, she has been successful and which simplifies the process to a certain extent. The process has been challenging, but, it has been simplified with this. So these were the training sessions. So as you can see, a lot of information on this, with each of the documents, what is the fees, what are the help desk numbers, and the training videos will take you to the YouTube. Now, one important thing is, they have clearly told us, Valli ma'am and I are in close touch with the Special Commissioner Revenue of BBMP. And he has clearly said that, if you're not selling your property, if you're not seeking a loan for your property at this time, don't line up to get your e-Khata. Take time. Let's and then you please apply is the information that we've got. And but unfortunately, are upfront only, but that is not the case. But nevertheless, we are trying to together for your convenience and your residents committees, but also for residents, so they can also access it. The link I showed you, and the advisory was issued on 18th. And we'll constantly update if there are more training sessions happening, it will come here. I'm also pleased to inform you that Valli ma'am has been able to organize a online Parihara session for the benefit of BAF members with the Special Commissioner Revenue on 14th of December. We'll open that up also for registration on this very same Parihara platform. So that will be on 14th of December. So let me just go back to the questions. So one BW, okay, I think I may have addressed it also. No, sir, BWSSB bill is not required for apartment complex, apartment residents. It is not a requirement for if you're an apartment resident. If it is an individual, yes, BWSSB, not for apartments. Ranganath. Mr. Jagdish, e-Khata started within a day, is in progress right now. So I'm not.
No, it started for a day, and they covered a number of flats. We had around 17 blocks are there. 2 blocks they completed.
Okay.
In fact, they didn't go to any flat also.
Okay.
They were sitting in the lobby and they could complete 2 blocks by sitting in the ground floor only.
Oh.
So after that, they said they will continue from the next day. And this is almost now 15 days over.
Okay.
So there is no traces after that, whether they are going to come back or it is going to be under hold. So we don't have any further response on that.
So that's okay.
Now, whom do we contact? So
I'm sure
Excuse me, sir. What is it they have done?
No, they did the mapping of the. They didn't ask anybody. They just wherever the issues are there, they have noted. Means wherever the tax is not paid.
Okay.
Can I just make a point here?
Otherwise, it has gone through. They said each flat will be informed wherever the issue is there.
Sir, actually, if they come for that GPS mapping, nowadays it is done only at the entrance of the flat. Okay. Regarding your every personal issue, usually what they are doing, they are asking the apartment to give the name of the owner, the flat number, and his last year, this year, it is 24-25 tax paid application number. So that they are collecting in all the owners to avoid this calling, because many are at office not available. So they have, they have faced this difficulty. Hence, they are asking each apartment to give that. So they will tally in the office. If any problem is there, they will call you. That is the thing they are doing now.
Yeah, that's what happened exactly. There was no issues which were reported. Wherever the tax is not paid, probably they have noted that. And when we had asked for any confirmation or receipt or any such kind of thing, assignment will be given. They said, no, we will individually reach the flat and do that. But they didn't reach or approach any flat owner. We had deputed our society manager to be with them while this job is done. So this is all what happened. Nothing, no interaction with any individual flats.
This is called a survey, which they have done. Now I think they have discontinued. And what they are doing, only when they find some problem, they are visiting. But the GPS is taken at the entrance of the this thing. And the building, previously they were asking to upload the photo with you standing in front of the door. Now that is done away with. If you see in the help video, you have to just take the front of the building and upload that. One front photo showing the name of the complex. Like Devi Paradise, that name is seen, and then the front, that is, you say the front elevation, that photo you have to apply. Now the reason is to just identify what all flats will come in that complex. That's why they are taking that photo and putting in the thing. Okay.
Sir, Mr.
Because
Jagdish,
ours,
like I mentioned, there, unless there is an urgency for any individual for a loan or for sale, just let this lie for the moment, sir. If they've come, well and good. If they've not come,
Yeah.
no need to follow. It'll happen in due course of time, whatever they need to do. In the meanwhile, they're realizing some of the processes that they adopted have not been the most efficient. Asking each of us, single apartment complex, take a picture, share Google Map coordinates, geographical coordinate, etc., has not been the most efficient of things. Progressively, it will get more, hopefully, more efficient. So, anything outside, you don't need to expedite anything unless there is a need for someone to sell or take a loan.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
what you need to do now, no? There is one draft e-Khata available, which BBMP has filled in.
And there
That
is
you
no
download
need
and
for
keep.
individual.
Yeah.
That you
Yeah.
download and keep. And update one, no? Beside that, there is a update tab that you do later, maybe in January, February. That the website will stabilize. Then you can go and do it, and you do it yourself online. Don't go through any agent. Anyway, we are also on 14th, we are having a meeting with the commissioner online. And there is training being given to the RWAs also. So it is better you get 2 or 3 people in the RWAs, get them how to learn how to fill up the application, and they can help others. That is how commissioner is saying will go forward without seeking the help of any revenue officer, any person from the revenue department, just to avoid bribes.
Okay. That's
Okay.
nice.
Okay,
Thank you.
Valmi.
Thank you.
Okay. So, thank you, sir. e-Khata Timaya is asking B-Khata property. Sir, irrespective of e-Khata or B-Khata, they are doing this e-Khata for both categories, right, Valli ma'am?
Yes.
Okay.
See, e-Khata doesn't, that's what Lakshmi Devi, who is the Deputy Commissioner of the Revenue, she had come. She said e-Khata doesn't differentiate between a-Khata and b-Khata. E-Khata is given to all properties, but your b-Khata remains b-Khata, a-Khata remains a-Khata. Okay, so that whatever applies to b-Khata will apply, but e-Khata will be given for both properties. That is what she said.
Okay. Timaya, you're there, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks for the clarification. Thanks, ma'am.
Okay. Sangamesh, I didn't see him.
And it is not linked to Akrama issues.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Thank you.
BAF has no role to play in the e-Khata except for, trying to make sure that, we build the bridge between BBMP and our communities. We will not, we are only trying to guide BBMP to say, please simplify the issue. Please don't complicate the life for normal citizens. So that's the role we are playing. BAF will not be able to resolve any Sakrama related issue or e-Khata issue. Not, at least that's not on our radar or priority at this point in time. Physical Khata, please pursue and try and apply for it and get it. I don't know what your issue is. Gauri Shankar and Sangamesh, both from Elegant Elite. I don't think they've joined today.
There is one, no? e-Khata and e-Aasthi understanding. e-Aasthi is the name of that program.
Right.
e-Khata is what the issue.
Right. Okay. So we are constantly in touch is what I wanted to mention. Now I'll go to Bal Subramania. Sir, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Very good, sir. Would appreciate information on the need for occupancy certificate. So occupancy certificate is issued in our case in Bangalore area by BBMP, and it certifies that the building is as per the approved plan. It complies to safety standards, adheres to the prevailing construction norms that applied at that point in time. It is issued after, so to say, thorough inspection of the building. Once issued, it indicates that the building meets all the safety norms and is safe for occupying by residents like you and me. It meets structural requirement that the structure is strong. It meets regulatory requirements. For example, in the case of my building, they wouldn't have given an approval without an STP being there, which was applicable when the time my building was built. So various regulatory requirements that are applicable from time to time at the time of approval is also matched and met. So having that is in the interest of residents, the owners having the occupancy certificate. And sometimes occupancy certificates are issued with certain conditions. So residents or owners must carefully review, and specifically the first managing committee which takes charge from the developer, builder, etc., should make sure that all requirements are met, and wherever onus is required to be placed on the builder to get that resolved, instead of taking onus on the owner's residents going forward. There's one more slide on this. So there are other aspects also of the occupancy. It helps you to further sell the property with the next buyer is likely to expect you to have the occupancy certificate, without which you may not be able to sell. And in fact, the new owner, or she applies for a loan, that bank also will expect an occupancy certificate. Otherwise, you will have a challenge. So availing a loan or mortgage is occupancy certificate is usually sought. It also means, because it has met various norms, it is legal, and you can have the building insured with this. You can, with this occupancy certificate, you can avoid potential eviction and penalties. Only if you have occupancy certificate is the building able to apply for water supply and sewerage connections and electricity connections. So this is broadly what it is. Unfortunately, there are so many exceptional deviations, specifically in our city, which causes a lot of challenges. Some occupancy certificates have been issued without due diligence, and some cases, have been long pending. So there are a wide variety of issues. So, but if you have any other follow-up question, please ask.
Yeah. Do you mean to say that occupancy certificate is given for a building as a whole, not for each apartment?
No, it is not for A503 or B201. It is for the entire, Shobha Indraprastha building complex, or even if not, phases of Shobha Indraprastha, maybe stage 1, which is building A and B, and then subsequently building C and D. So it is issued like that, not for individual apartments.
Okay. My second question is, our building is about 25 years old.
Right.
Okay. At that time, this was not even under BBMP, I think.
Okay.
It came under, they were under
110
Bilekhalli was a different municipal, I think.
Okay.
So at that time, I don't think there was a concept of occupancy certificate and all. We have not received anything from Mantri.
Okay.
So what is that? Although the sale of property and all have been happening, that's why I asked, it is needed for what today? We have all the civic services, and sale of properties are happening. So many flats have been sold. So we contacted Mantri once or twice, but they are not doing anything on that.
Okay. This is 25 years old.
Yeah.
So anything that is causing concern at this point in time for you?
No, it is not, because it came up in our last committee meeting. Somebody also said that for e-Khata it is required. That's why I asked occupancy certificate, whether it is required.
No.
That
OC is not required for e-Khata.
Yeah. So for what it will be required? Because sale is happening without any problem. So I told them the same thing, and everything is happening. Why do you bother now? They are not giving. Mantri is not giving anything now.
Okay. So my suggestion, sir, please join on 14th December on the online session. We'll open it up for registration. Please ask this question as a repeat question to the Special Commissioner Revenue. He will personally be there online. Please ask this question. Also channelize.
You also just note down this question.
Yeah, I've noted it down, Valli ma'am.
Can I have one question regarding this?
Who's this?
Yeah, Raman.
Yes, Raman.
Actually, you told no block-wise OC will be given. OC. So how that civic services will be given then? Wise, I don't get that. Water supply, sewerage, electricity. If block-wise is given, there are some 5 blocks are there, and 1 block is given. Whether for that 1 block water supply and sewerage will be given, and for the remaining after the OC.
Sir, no, I think you're getting confused. Please dealing when the water supply is coming, it's a single pipe which comes and reaches your apartment complex. In time, if only A and B get occupancy certificate, that water will be distributed among A and B. Same connection can continue to be used for the next CDE blocks also.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Okay. They will, unless it is a different project altogether, the same connection can continue. So the next subject was on waste management. Chetan is there? Chetan?
I have one question. I'm Jagdish here from Vaishnavi.
Okay.
Yeah. Now about the OC we were talking, and our apartment is also around 14 years old. And as you said, 1 OC is enough for the total apartment. I believe we don't have that OC. So if necessary, we can get that now applied for that, or how is it? This will be made available.
See, actually, I wanted to mention this to Mr. Balasubramanya also. We can possibly get this through an RTI also, that, please share OC for our apartment complex. If we apply, we should be able to get it from BBMP is my understanding. But my suggestion is, if you have the same issue, sir, please again, you also join on 14th of December. We'll ask this question online. Please remember to mention this in the registration form, that in this exact issue. We'll channelize the question and make sure that, we do that.
Yeah, because certain residents are asking, individually, I need for my apartment OC. As I understand now, 1 OC is given for the whole apartment. That should be sufficient. But still let us find out how we can get through this.
And I can be very clear and certain to you that individual apartment will not get OC. It will be the full complex, or, initial part of the complex, or, part complex which will get the OC.
Okay. Right. Thank you.
Okay. Chetan, are you there? No.
Yeah, I'm there.
Chetan, hi. Yeah. Ranganath, are you there? Ranganath? So Chetan asked BBMP notice with regards to solid waste management.
Yes,
Seems like you got a notice from BSWML, not BBMP. If you
now they change. They started that some solid waste management.
BBMP is there. There's a new company which is created, which is called BSWML, Bangalore Solid Waste Management Limited. Ranganath has also asked, how do you resolve new waste disposal cess recently announced? Okay. So I think it's related, because the same notice you would have received has a cost per kg, etc. also.
Correct.
Which is a challenging subject. So on 4th of November, issued an advisory It's not a running advisory. It is an advisory. 50 processing and disposal of residential communities. Did you go to that, Chetan? Do you have access to that? It was distributed
No, I have
across
not
BAF.
checked. Only one concern was that they told, right, within 15 days, we need to sign an agreement like in the bond paper.
Usually within 7 days, they might have said, I'm impressed that you got 15 days for it. But the advisory contains what you need to, including about the affidavit also. Let me just go to the next page of this. I'm going to repeat what is mentioned in that advisory, Chetan.
Okay.
For members' convenience, BAF has, we've had detailed conversation with BSWML, and we have prepared a detailed document also on the subject. Okay, it is available in this link. Can you see this link on the line number 4?
Yes.
Which will be available in that advisory also. It will be available. It has a link to a BSWML Google form. Please fill that, and how to fill that on a guide as to how to fill the form also. Both are available in this link. Okay. Please go ahead and submit details using the form, and that form the guidelines clearly tell you that at this point in time, please do not. Affidavit is non-mandatory. So don't be threatened or coerced into signing any affidavit. Okay. Go through this guidelines. You will get all the information you need, and the link is available. If you received a notice, in this case you have.
Yeah, we received a notice. Yeah.
And how do you? Right. How do this notice? This is just a bolt from the blue. I don't know what to do with it. We've asked them to reach out to us saying, please let us know what we can do. You please log. There is this form called KYC.
Yeah, we already updated that issue, use issues. We already updated.
On KYCS?
Yeah. Not that last sentence you mentioned, no, use issues 641 notice received request.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So Valli ma'am, do you remember interacting with Mahavir Laurel?
Yeah,
So
whoever had logged in, I had given a reply.
Okay.
Saying that you please use the template to answer. And then if they responded, and let us know what happened.
Chetan, did you log it or did your colleague or someone else?
No, actually, I'm part of the BAF cluster zone Bommanalli and stay in the same apartment. It was logged by
Oh, it is already logged, I think.
Yeah, because I asked our president to log for that. He told he's already updated.
So, Valli ma'am,
what is the name of the apartment? 1 minute.
Mahavir Laurel, Laurel.
Mahavir Laurel. There was only one Mahavir season. I didn't see Mahavir Laurel there.
Maybe you've not applied. You've not submitted, Chetan. Please go back.
Maybe they did not fill in the form.
Yeah. If you need our support, please reach out.
Okay.
Chetan, please go through that advisory which was issued on 4th of November.
Yeah.
It's not a running advisory. Let me remove that.
I'll just check and tell you.
No, Valli ma'am, offline, please.
Okay.
Okay, like I mentioned, we've been in touch with BSWML officials also. We will continue to be in touch.
I have a question on this.
Okay, who's this?
Yeah, Balu.
Yes.
Bal Subram. Hello.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. What is the purpose of this? BBMP, why is it only to get the data? Is it a survey?
So actually, we are not very clear and transparent. There are issues with solid waste management in the city, and the growth of the city and their ability to manage has been a challenge. So they've created a new focused company called BSWML. which is supposed to be doing, taking this as a complete focus area, like a BESCOM or a BWS will be focusing on electricity and power. There is a new company which will do waste management. And the thing is, it's not a private limited company. It is staffed and manned by employees again from the government, from BBMP only. And we are anxious as to what is the route taking. And while they've created a company, they've been behaving like government only. So we've been trying to inform them that you should behave as a service provider organization, not a service provider come regulatory authority. So hopefully, on the other side of it, we will have a better, cleaner Bangalore. But in the meanwhile, they're trying to get data to understand what they should do, what they should not do, what they should bill, how much they should bill, etc. They've come out with some irrational numbers, and they'll sort data from each of us saying, what do you think is a rational number? What is your cost, etc. So they are still getting their act together on this subject. So we are also trying to talk to them to be reasonable, and their struggle is with vendors. Their struggle is with the waste management service consumers like us, like hotels, like hospitals, everyone. You can't. The kind of rates that they propose is just beats logic. In that letter that Chetan has got, the number beats logic completely. So there have been instances of 500%, 600% increase, and the vendor lobbies, the so to say garbage, the collectors, etc., are having their own views about it. So we have to go through this journey and see what comes on the other side. And at the same time, make sure that it is meaningful and also cost efficient.
So we have been using Hasiridola for this.
Right.
And in one of the questions, they asked whether they are approved or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
We should just say yes.
Yeah, their approval list is long overdue for revamp. Unfortunately, they have not even announced who is approved. They have not who is not approved. Also, they have not announced.
So what do we fill there?
You just leave it blank.
Okay.
Okay, I'll move on.
Yeah.
So Pramod, are you there? Pramod? Okay, Pramod has asked their new association about registration. So BAF recommends that all apartment complexes register under KAOA 1972. And on this subject also, we had issued an advisory 1503 few months back. And we continue to work with the government agents and government urban development department to rehaul this 1972 law and bring it to current day relevance. We are making progress. Let's see how far we can be successful. So in this, for example, there are so many, in the absence of a proper law, so many cases, issues get into the courts. There is no defined authority to which you can log issues, etc. So these are some of the issues. Just please keep in mind that this is an issue that we've been again fighting for a long time. If there is any input or support required from members, please contribute with yours, whether it is inputs. Sometimes we may want to just go and do a protest also, saying please improve our law, the framework under which we operate, etc. So if we need to go there physically to meet relevant authorities or do a protest, please be available. But Pramod himself is not there. So we are in constant engagement with Government of Karnataka, Urban Development Department senior officials. Megha, are you there? Megha? Westcom phase issues, power cuts. Mr. Jagdish is there. HT line passing through our apartment in close proximity to live trees. Westcom not responding. You're there, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, this
Okay.
is. We had some pine trees which are very close to ST line. So about 1.5 years back, they themselves came and they cut the tree which was coming close.
Okay.
They also reminded within 2 meters gap the lightning can, the power can jump and can give a shock. So we have to cut them. So now it is coming close to 1 meter. So we are trying to reach them for last almost a year to get that one tree, cut and removed. And we have sent an application. We spoke to them. No action from them.
Okay.
And because it is said that the power can, jump over and below the tree, anybody who is there will get a severe shock and all. So since it is an apartment, this HT line is going. So we need a support to see that the cut tree is cut, because we have no approach to cut that.
Okay. So I've addressed this in 2 parts, sir. One is Megha's issue, your issue. One is, power outage and fluctuations. If any of you are facing, please record the outages. We are supposed to get 24/7. We know we are nowhere close to that. Please record your power outages and fluctuations. And with regard to issues, please meet them in person, issue formal letter, provide data wherever required, ask for speedy resolution, ask your facility management team, estate manager, to be in constant touch with Westcom. This is one thing. Pending issues, Mr. Jagdish, write to them, keep repeatedly write to them. Since you brought this issue on this forum, please escalate it once, and the next meeting that we have with Westcom, if you write to us, we will take it up with the senior officials. Many of them have been very responsive at the senior head office level. We are ready to take up such issues and seek resolution and remedy. So please do the next follow-up and keep us also in the loop, Mr. Jagdish.
Okay.
That's something I have to mention. And since you mentioned high tension wire going, my son's school also had a high tension wire going through it, and after a long fight, it has been removed. So I don't know what is the opportunity you have for getting it removed and going through another path. But please highlight to both the fire safety and electrical safety organizations also, apart from Westcom. Maybe you'll be able to find some traction there also. Please write to them also.
Okay. Okay. There's one more question, if I can ask you.
Which is?
This is about the EV power requirement.
Sir, I'm coming to that.
Yeah. Okay.
So we've been in touch again with Westcom senior officials, Westcom CEIG, e-Aasthi, and this Government of Karnataka Energy Department officials also. I'll move to water. Mr. Jagdish, you mentioned something, sanitary charges. Natesh, are you there? Natesh?
Yeah. Actually,
Natesh is there, right?
Sorry?
Natesh is there.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Venkatesh, are you there? Venkatesh Raju? Megha? Okay. So, Mr. Jagdish has written, why do we need to pay sanitary charges when we have our own functional SCP? Good question. BWSSB Kaveri water connection related steps and process. I'll go to the responses. Sir, Mr. Jagdish, if you have a functional SCP and have a consent for operation of that SCP, you may ask for removal of the sanitary charges from the BWSSB bill.
Okay.
Okay.
So we should write to BWSSB in regard to this?
Yeah, you please write to BWSSB AWE.
Yeah.
And ask for resolution. And we introduced some of them to you when we visited at your apartment complex. Please reach out.
Yeah.
And in that, please ask for retrospective removal of sanitary charges, which means, please go back in time and said, you've been charging us. It's not right. And please ask for removal. If unresolved, please escalate.
Okay. So should we
I had
address
a
this to
question.
our local
And
BWSSB office only, no? Yeah,
it is
it
your
is in
jurisdiction
Pinya
where
only.
you pay the
We
bill.
have it.
Yeah. Yeah, please go and submit it there.
Yeah. Okay.
And mark a copy to Chief Engineer.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Okay.
I had a question on this. Actually, we also submitted almost 4 months back. We just reminded to them also update on the letter what we are given. Still, they have not removed the charges. So, whom we need to
Who's
escalate?
this? Yeah. So please follow up once more, and please mark a copy, like Satish Malya mentioned, to Chief Engineer O&M, Operations and Maintenance.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, if you're not getting resolution, Chetan and Mr. Jagdish, please reach out to us.
Okay, sure.
Okay, Vinod, you want to drop off, but we have not reached your question. Okay, so and on Natesh, your question, we in fact conducted a session on how to go about applying for a new water connection.
Okay.
Water connection. There is the information on this link on our website. And at the end of it, anyway, I have been in touch with you on what. Please do text me and I will send you this link.
Okay, sure. What's your good name?
Okay, this will give you full guidance on what to do,
Okay,
how to
sure,
go about
sure.
applying. And the process.
Your good name?
My name is Arun Kumar.
Arun. Okay, I'll read it.
Did you receive a WhatsApp message from me? Did you register?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would have received the WhatsApp message from me.
Yeah. 9992222, right?
That's it.
Okay. We'll be in touch. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. So BAF is in constant engagement with senior officials at BWSSB as well as KSPCB. On, I think Mr. Jagdish also mentioned something about EV charging. Ranganath, are you there? The recent fire accident happened in one of the EV showroom. It is very serious. Any solutions? Then Venkat has said what to do. Venkat, are you there? Want to know about NOC fire renewal and contact. Okay, I'll go to NOC renewal is available online. Please use this address, Venkatesh, right? Yeah, Venkat. It's available online. You can apply. And you should get it. In case there are delays, BAF has that KYCS platform in which you can escalate saying, 90 days, 180 days. I think the normal turnaround is 60 days within which they are supposed to issue. If there's an escalation, please leverage BAF. EV safety, showroom safety, sorry, we can't say anything about that. What is the context, etc. But let's focus on EV safety. Sorry? Can you please mute kindly? Whoever is not muted. So let's talk about EV safety in our own communities. So preferable to create common charging infrastructure instead of private infrastructure, which means, instead of going and, seeking lines separately, it is better to do community level infrastructure. Then, there is one economies of scale also. And then, the safety and security is better. look for vendors who can implement with good credentials. Use proper class 1 electrical contractors for implementation. Please sign up contracts with the infrastructure vendor who are implementing and making sure safety is their responsibility. Have your buildings insured also. And an advisory on EV charging is also being issued shortly. We have been in connect with BESCOM, CAIG, KERC, etc. on the subject. We are also trying to bring you another Parihara session exclusively from BESCOM on EV charging. We will probably have solar also and EV charging also. Please watch out for the communication. Please join. Safety and security. We are constantly engaged with the Karnataka State Fire and Emergency Services senior officials. General Gauri Shankar, I see Gauri Shankar now in. He was not there earlier when we spoke about the e-Khata issues, which also it raised. Vinay, are you there? Gauri, you're there, right? Gauri Shankar?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
Oh, yeah. Maintenance fee, and Vinay is asking how to deal with residents who do not pay maintenance. And Manish, are you there? Manish. Okay, how to tackle bathroom leakage issues. Okay. So maintenance charges. One is what's your exact question, Gauri?
So we have a question like some of the people, the residents saying go with the square feet, and some of the people are asking for only fixed rate. So
Okay.
which is the correct way to decide it?
Okay. Karnataka Apartment Ownership Act suggests that it be done on a per square feet basis. Okay, and we are advocating with the government of Karnataka that all apartment complexes are brought under the umbrella of Karnataka Apartment Ownership Act. We are hoping it will happen, and we are hoping it will happen soon. And the rate ideal is the per square feet rate only as per the Act also. So that's what it is, Gauri.
Okay, so if we go with the Act wise, then we have to fix with the square feet, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sure. Thank you, sir. Okay.
So in cases of any help, in terms of delays or default, someone had asked. Anyway, have conversations within your community to make sure that maintenance charges are collected on a timely basis and fully collected, so that one apartment is not subsidizing the other apartment.
Okay.
And someone, the other person had asked, Gauri, not you, another person, Vinay had asked, I think.
Somebody raised their hand actually.
Yeah, I think Pradeep has raised. Let me just go through this screen and then leakage and seepages. I don't know what the question is, but general rule is if there is a leakage in my upstairs home, the upstairs home is supposed to fix the issue. And in case of my downstairs home facing a leakage from the ceiling, I am supposed to resolve the issue at my cost. And of course, the cause must be investigated. So I'm going to look up who has raised.
So top floor, the question, right?
Top floor is association responsibility.
Yeah. So association.
And the basement floor, it could be an apartment or it could be a common area. If it's a common area issue, then the association. If it is an apartment issue, it is the apartment on the ground floor which has to fix. Let me see who have raised their hands. Pradeep Pai, followed by Kiran. Pradeep, please ask your question.
It's not a question. I just want to comment on charges. So if most of us would have bought our flats on a per square foot basis, okay, so that is the basis on which everything has been moved on. However, it all depends on the community. For example, a neighboring community, they just divide all expenses. 50% will be on square foot basis. The balance 50% is equally shared. They have agreed on it, and they are very happy with it. They are continuing for almost a decade and more. So it's just that we got to agree. But it makes sense if it is per square foot, because the value is very clear for us. I own 1,500 square feet, so all expenses will be apportioned accordingly.
Yeah,
especially the expenditure.
Thank you so much, Pradeep, for that input.
Just
on that.
Yeah.
On that. Yeah, go ahead, Satish, and then I'll.
No, there is a legal issue. This we are discussing with when we make the act. See, KOA have a model bylaw. Okay, so model bylaw is the basis of everything, and you have a freedom to amend the bylaw. So if you are amending the bylaw to favor, then it's okay. Otherwise, you are just putting in a one AGM and just agreeing any type of calculation that is not right legally. Tomorrow or later, any one of the owner can go to the court. So whatever you want to make changes, please make the changes in the bylaw. And to change a amended bylaw, you require 2/3 majority. So that is a process, because in the rules of KOA Act, KOA rules, there's a model bylaw which says that you have to divide it among square feet. So this has to be taken care in the bylaw, and bylaw you can amend. There is a provision to amend it. So that should be taken care.
Yes, that's right. And Pradeep, to your point, I know of communities which have divided that as a per unit basis also. So in various contexts, various rules can be applied, but logics can be applied. But at the end of the day, the community must accept. At large, they must accept and go forward. And like Satish mentioned, incorporate it into the bylaw so that there's no question. Because tomorrow, when you sell an apartment and a new buyer comes in, you don't want that person to go and legally challenge this. You don't want that to happen either.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
And in an ideal world, Pradeep, I would have done an AX plus BY plus C formula for this, which is, it's a constant plus the services that you're using. If I'm using gym, and I get charged. If I'm not using gym, I'm not getting charged.
Yeah.
Whereas there is a security, which is the equal charge, charge based on the number of square feet. Or garden, maybe number of square feet.
Correct.
So, but that is a personal and ideal world. But I don't think we'll reach that anywhere. Kiran, you have a question.
Just want to add,
and after that,
Arun,
Bala sir.
Can I add, Arun, Pradeep?
Sure.
Yeah. There are discussion among the officials and government saying that there will be two type of things, because it's a practice prevailing in Bangalore. Maintenance charges as well as a user fee, because some, as Arun mentioned, whether it is in a gym or in any other activity, some people don't want to take it. It can go with the user fee, and maintenance is a common maintenance, so it is go by basic. So this is not there at present, but a lot of apartment is following that. So I think government will bring one day that type of logic and in the act.
Okay, Kiran.
Hi. So we are a newly formed association, so maybe the question is well understood by others. So in the interest of repetition, I'll still go ahead and ask. So what is the to be followed for making access available to the CCTV footage incident where deadline followed in such cases? Do we can we make the footage available to the residents, or we only need it available to the authorities?
See, it's really going to be on a case-to-case basis. If there is a crime or something like that, I think it's best to bring the authorities in. If there is a dispute, your child hit my child or my child hit your child, etc., then it is a different matter.
Right. It's
Kiran.
not a criminal act as of now. It is more of a verbal kind of dispute between two parties.
Yeah. So best that the association, managing committee reviews it, and depending on the need, you can invite both the parties which are in dispute and show it in their presence. Preferable not to circulate, extract it and circulate and, create a sensation in the community, Kiran.
Right. I mean, the intent was not to share in the community, but like the one party was asking, I mean, they were given a written letter saying, please make it available to us. We want to review it and see if we need to take further action and so on. So that's where the question came.
So in that case, just bring both the parties together and review the video together.
I see. Okay.
Okay, so that you're not biasing one against the other.
Okay, understood.
Okay, but
I want to know this. We are not registered under KAOA 72.
Okay.
But it's under the cooperative societies.
Right.
Has to be changed?
No, you don't need to change it, sir. If things are working well, please don't change anything.
Okay.
Our point is, BAF's point is, the KAOA Act is a better act to be registered under. And, it gives you better administrative capabilities, better community capabilities. The cooperative societies, any cooperative society, Nandini Milk Cooperative Federation is also a cooperative society. Whereas, running an apartment complex is a different ball game altogether. The provisions of KAOA are more suited towards
apartments,
managing apartment complexes. And what we are also asking government to do is, once, hopefully they revamp the law, and once they revamp the law, provide a migration path for any apartment complexes registered under other acts. Other acts includes cooperative societies, Karnataka Societies Registration Act, and there are some communities which are registered under Companies Act also. So anything has happened in our city. So we want to have a migration path.
Okay. At present, we don't have
Mr.
to do
Timaya, I can see you also raise your hand. But... No,
Yes,
please
sir.
don't do anything. Don't touch anything. You have no issue. Please don't do anything.
Yeah.
Mr. Timaya, let me just go through this and then ask you. Compliance, nobody specifically asked any questions. There was someone who mentioned something about STP, but hasn't come. With this, our Q&A, registered Q&A is complete. Within the next 2-3 days, you'll receive a feedback link. Please share your feedback. I will take the remaining raised hands and any other question in a short moment. If we recorded the session, we have recorded this session, we may post it online on our YouTube channel. The next session, like I mentioned, is 4th Thursday, but I'm not sure we can do something on 26th December with it being a holiday, around holiday time. So we'll come back and announce that.
But 14th it is there. 14th.
Sorry?
14th
is confirmed. Yeah. 14th is confirmed. We'll open up for registration very soon on that also. Okay. Now I'll go to Timaya and then Shanti. Thank you all for waiting through to 8:20. Let's address any questions outstanding. Timaya, please.
Sir, I had a clarification regarding Karnataka Society Act 1960. Is it still valid, sir? Seems to be last year government was saying that will be scrapped or something.
Sir,
there will be some change.
No, I think no more registration of apartment complexes are happening on that. I think that is the key. New communities are being guided to register under KOA. That is the point, sir. That for July, what communication we issued has that information also.
Fine, sir. So you mean we can go ahead with the renewal of the, this one every year, right? So in that act, every year renewal is must.
Yeah, you go and please renew. At that time, please understand what they are trying to say, and then they decide suitably. They will renew your registration, is my understanding. But if you have a challenge, then you may need to migrate to another act if you have a challenge.
Yeah,
but I don't think they are doing anything
the
like
societies who are already registered under 1960 Act, it is not possible to go to the other one. So that is the input we got a couple of years back itself. This is it's not possible. We have to continue the act and continue. So last year, the confusion started. Government said that's going to be scrapped, or there will be new amendment kind of a thing. So then we didn't get any update on that.
Okay. I'll go to Shanti.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, hi Arun. This is Shanti. So actually, our apartment complex is registered under KOA 1972, and we have a very robust bylaws. There is a society is about 17 years old and robust bylaws. But the problem is, there are few things. That for example, there's one particular bylaw which says, we can have only 100 rupees in cash that can be used at any point of time and all that. So these things we are unable to change because of the fact that 67% attendance in person is kind of not possible in modern world. So how do we go about it? We are stuck with some bylaws and sometimes not doing there are more things that we plan to do, but is there any alternative? Because having many people live abroad and having 67% in person is kind of little tricky, very tricky. In fact, it won't happen in any near future.
Shanti, which apartment complex are you from?
This is Sriram Samruddhi apartment. I am the secretary of the Sriram Samruddhi apartment. And
Shanti, you're not alone, because every apartment faces this issue, whether getting people into the general body valid question. But the way around it is, please schedule a special general body meeting for amendment of bylaws. First, identify your bylaws, the changes that you want. Convene a special general body meeting asking for presence during the general body meeting. And then also mention that, in the meeting saying whoever is unable to attend may approve the amendments to bylaw in writing by submitting this form and with their signatures. Collect, let's say there are 200 apartments. Collect as many as possible. Hopefully it is beyond 133. And with the set of letters, you can go and get the bylaws amended.
Okay, so you mean to say even if physical if people are not present within Bangalore, are emails enough, or whether if they're abroad, they should send out physical letters from there, signed letters with their.
No, email will also do, but in case someone doesn't take that at face value, a letter signed and scanned and sent to you is a better alternate, Shanti.
Okay, letter signed, sent, and with their ID card attached, right?
ID card also. So we amended it in my community. We amended it early 2023. We didn't ask for any ID. We asked for a letter, signed letter, and we got it, and we used that for amending.
Okay. So in future,
the special general body meeting is required, and the decision and the resolution is required. A special general body meeting is required for amendment of bylaws.
Yes.
And you have to resolve that, the following are the amendments.
Yes, that will be taken care of. But in case there is a future legal aspect of it, I mean, if a future member, I mean, somebody who buys the flat later in the day, I mean, can he or she file a court case saying that this is not correct and this is not legal? Is that possible at all?
No. Court case don't start on that basis, because my son will also file a court case against me because I gave him rice, not fully cooked also. So that's not the point. Let's not start on that premise. But the right thing to do is get at least that.
No, the reason I'm asking is there is a particular, we have a small issue where one of the residents who bought a flat later, I think there was some, I mean, he claims that his car park is according to whatever was given by his, the first owner of the property, whereas the builder has given certain exclusive rights, which he says that no, they are absolute rights. So it is like it's going the legal way because he says that I got this from my previous thing. So he says if he did not agree to this, probably he was not present. So when you made such decision, if he did not contest, I will contest today. Is that even possible at all? I mean, whatever rights is not restored by.
Leave the parking issue aside. That is the diamond that happens here. What I'm saying is, from a bylaws perspective, this is a path which you can take, and if a reasonable safety, it will go through Shanti.
Done.
Special general body meeting. Whoever is there in person can sign in person. Even with those who are attending, please get them to sign.
Okay.
And even those who are not attending can please, sign and scan and email. If they can postal deliver it, well and good. Otherwise, at least email, scan, and deliver it to you.
So you mean to say this is possible, even if it's clearly written in the bylaws that no online voting is allowed, right? I mean, is that
not online voting, right? I am unable to attend this meeting, or I approve these amendments to these bylaws. Please take this as my consent.
But the bylaws says that they should be present in person.
This is in lieu of that.
Yes. Okay.
I am unable to attend this meeting in person, but this is I accord my consent to this proposal.
Sure. I think that's all. It's been long overdue. Thank you so much for clarifying.
Thank you. Raman?
Yeah, I'm Raman treasurer from Mangalam Ecstasy, Keyapuram. Actually, this is my first session and I like the session. Only thing is, the first when you introduced me, you told this is your second session, right? For BAF, this thing. Second session, na? So actually.
Second Parihara Orientation, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I believe that the earlier also similar exercise took place, that feedback and all, because I was not there. So I just want to clarify that. Whether same thing happened or is it everything is new, something like that. Because I might have missed out some clarification in the earlier one. So I just want to that.
You attended today's session, right?
Yeah.
You got the full session?
Yeah, I got
the full
session.
Value from the full session?
Yeah, I got value from the full session.
Oh, okay. So did you raise issues and did you get an answer to your question?
No, because actually I didn't ask any question because this is my first session. So I thought how we go through. So in the next session, maybe I'll have some questions. Okay. But my question is mainly earlier sessions. No, I don't know what all you covered. That is the only thing.
Sir, if you remember, the early part of my presentation was about BAF and solution squad, etc. That is a common aspect.
Okay.
But the subsequent subjects are based on the questions that each of you have raised.
Okay.
So you're welcome to attend the next session also.
Okay.
But this is not like I attended only Ayodhya Kandam, not Bala Kandam and Sundara Kandam. That's not the case here.
Yeah.
So since your name is Ram, so I thought I'll use that.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't think you missed anything, but you're welcome to attend the next session.
Yeah.
And also, please pay attention to the advisories.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thanks a lot for your patience, all of you. I presume there are no other questions.
Yeah.
Best wishes from BAF. Hi, Stanley.
I'm Stanley from Shubha Siliconosis.
Yes.
I just had a question I put up in the chat, but I think probably.
Okay, hold on. Let me open the chat. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Could we get a copy of the presentation? No, but we will do we'll hopefully upload the video. Shankar, regarding e-Khata, you have not received any. I add elegant races. You have continued to pursue BBMP. Continue to pursue. Wait for the. Okay. Thanks for the plan. Bylaws winding up the session require a clarification. Raman. Okay. KSRA is still valid. Do the amended bylaws? Sandy, you asked. Do the amended bylaws need to be registered again? If so, what is the process? See, bylaws have to be approved by your general body. I was addressing this to Shanti. And at the end of it, you must register the bylaws at the sub-registrar's office. This is KOA, right? You're talking about, she was in KO.
Yeah, I was in
KO 1972. That's what we have.
I don't know which one you are. You must register the amendment. Registered at the same sub-registrar office where you can register your apartment purchase or sale also. Same.
Yeah, it's a KO 1972. That is
the one. So if you go to your original KOA 1972, the registered bylaws, somewhere there is a stamp as to which the office which is registered. You can go back there, or you can go to any of the sub-registrar's office and get it registered.
So is there something where we have to register within so many days, or how is it?
Please register it promptly. I think there is a timeline, 3 weeks, or I think something like that, Stanley. I can't offhand select. Please register it quickly. You can use something called a deed of amendment.
Yeah, DOD. Yes, we
use that. Deed actually. No. Stanley, you didn't get it right. Deed of declaration is one thing. Once you find what is the new bylaws, what are the changes. Then you submit to the sub-registrar a document called deed of amendment. That this is the original document. We are amending this document. Here are the revised clauses. Annexure A registered along with the annexure.
So in our case, we did the GBM and everything. We did it a couple of years back. So I think we have to again go through the whole process because, as you said, there is a period within which we need to register it.
I would suggest that you do it once again and then get it registered. Get it, at least you do it again and get it ratified and then go and do it.
Okay, fine. I just wanted that clarification.
Sure.
So let me just work on that and come back. If any queries.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Arun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for that.
Okay, thanks a lot. Please do give your feedback. Bye. Sorry. Gauri?
Hello. Yeah, I asked for the e-Khata related because we have not received from the beginning. So, do we need for BBMP notice or we have to apply?
So, sorry, who's this? So, can you repeat here your question, please?
Yeah, no, this is Gauri Shankar.
Yes.
Okay, it's regarding e-Khata. So, we have not received A or B Khata. So, do we need to wait for the BBMP notification or we need to register? We have to go and register.
No, you will, without A or B Khata, you will not get the e-Khata. Sorry. That's my understanding.
Arun, actually, the website for new Khata is being readied. It should come out very soon. You have to apply on it.
No, they have not received A or B Khata because of some deviations, etc. I presume, Valli ma'am.
That's what. If they have those properties which have not received any Khata, okay, for that a new website is being created. Okay, so that will take some time to come. They have to apply in that website.
Okay, so it's not available right now. Okay.
It's not available right now. The new website will come. You have to try.
So watch out for that, Gauri.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, same question.
Yeah, watch out for the new website coming up in the communication.
Sure.
And then
Sure,
do
we
the
will wait
needful.
for your.
Yeah. And also on 14th December, we will have a session with the BBMP on e-Khata. Please register and join that and ask the same question once again.
Sure. Thank you, Arun.
Thank you. Take care.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, we'll close the session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Oh,